The Brewers just took on the St. Louis Cardinals in a 2-game series. Supposed to be 3, but game 2 got postponed due to weather, and that game will be made up in July. They ended up splitting the series, losing game 1, winning game 2. Vaughn, Jackson Chourio are back. Let's see what's brewing. The Brewers dropped game 1 to the St. Louis Cardinals 6-3, as this one came down to just missed opportunities. Early on, it was a tight game, but things flipped in the 4th inning as there was a double by Nathan Church, walk to Pedro Pages, a sac bunt to Victor Scott, which then led to an intentional walk to J.J. Weatherholt to bring up Ivan Herrera, where he clears the bases with a big double to give the Cardinals control in the game. From there, Milwaukee was just playing from behind the rest of the night. Chad Patrick got the start, gave up 4 runs before exiting early, putting the Brewers kind of in a hole there. But the story here is the Brewers had chances, a lot of them. They left 12 runners on base and just couldn't deliver in the big moments. Meanwhile, Jackson Chourio did everything he could. He went 4 for 4, 2 doubles, one of the best performances of the season by far, and this was his first game back. So that's just how good Jackson Chourio is in this lineup and how important he is to this lineup. Just finally getting someone who can put the ball in play and have that pop where we need it. Other than that, they tried to make a late push in the 9th. Bryce Terang does go deep, but clearly wasn't enough and just a little too late for the Brewers there, as the Cardinals take the game 6-3 is your final. A little bit different in game 2. Technically game 3, as game 2 was postponed and moved to later in the year. So, as mentioned before, Chad Patrick did get the start in game 1, went 3 innings and 1/3, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not the best day for Chad Patrick. He had a little command issues going early on, only went 3, couldn't make it through 4, and then that big double by Ivan Herrera pretty much pulled him out of the game. After that, DL Hall comes in for an inning and 2/3, strikes out 2, pretty good outing for him. Shane Drone follows up DL Hall, going 1 1/3 innings pitched, did give up a hit, did give up an earned run, walked 1 and struck out 1. After walking Jordan Walker and then gave up a single to Nolan Gorman, they brought in Grant Anderson, who ended up bringing that run in for Drone, so that's where the earned run comes from. But Grant Anderson only gave up that 1 hit and then finished that 7th inning there. And then after that, brought in Jake Woodford for an inning pitched, gave up 2 hits, being a double to Victor Scott and then a single to J.J. Weatherholt, which brought in Victor Scott. So gives up 2 hits, 1 earned run, strikes out 2 as well. Not the best pitching performance for the Brewers here, as they had to go to the bullpen early. Hall did a good job. Drone was iffy. Anderson couldn't keep the runners on base, and then Woodford gave up that extra run in the 8th. And offensively, Vaughn and Jackson Chourio both came back for this game 1. And if your name wasn't Jackson Chourio or Bryce Terang, you pretty much were not getting the job done. Chourio comes back super strong, leads off with a double, has a single, another single, draws a walk, and then finishes it with another double. All of his hits were over 100 miles per hour off the bat, and just looked like he was locked on early. Just a breath of fresh air there to have someone who can actually come in and get some extra base hits when we need them. But other than Bryce Terang's 2-run home run, which did not mean much because it came late in the game, and by then it was pretty much over with. But Bowers did have a double and a walk, and then Contreras and Frelick and Rengifo both had a hit, while Rengifo did have an RBI. Kyle Leahy for the Cardinals went 5 1/3, 6 hits, only 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, so a good start for him. J.J. Weatherholt went 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, and then Ivan Herrera had that bases clearing double with 3 RBIs there. So a great performance offensively for them. And then for us, I mean, we were 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position and 12 left on base. So other than Chourio and Terang, we just couldn't score the runs that were on base. So I mean, we were getting on base at a good clip, just couldn't bring them in. And then the pitching struggles were 11 hits given up, 6 earned runs, 4 walks. We did have 9 strikeouts, which is fine, but we weren't clutch when we were needed to be. With runners on scoring position, they pretty much guaranteed a run every single time. So not a good pitching performance, and offensively was not clutch as well. But game 2, it definitely flipped. In game 2, the Brewers bounced back in a big way against the Cardinals, taking the series finale 6-2, splitting the series 1-1. They wasted absolutely no time getting on board this game. With 2 outs in the first inning, Bryce Terang singles, William Contreras gets hit by a pitch, Jake Bowers drives 1 in with a single, and then Andrew Vaughn, welcome back, launches a 3-run home run to make it 4-0 early. From there, the pitching took over. The rookie, Brandon Sproat, gave the Brewers 4 shutout innings, and the bullpen locked things down the rest of the way. The offense kept adding pressure. Jackson Chourio stayed hot at the plate in his second game back. Sal Frelick and Jake Bauers chipped in for multiple hits. The Brewers just kept finding ways to score. Very different from game one. The Cardinals finally scratched across a couple late runs, but the Brewers were in control basically all afternoon. The final score, Brewers 6, Cardinals 2. A strong bounce back win there, solid pitching, early offense, and exactly the kind of response Brewers needed after dropping the series opener. Brandon Sproat absolutely dealed on the mound this game. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. The command was a little iffy, but he definitely got the job done when he needed to. It seems like Pat Murphy's trying to avoid having Sproat go 3 times around the lineup, so 4 innings pitched in this game. Hall then replaces him once again, going 1 innings pitched, 1 strikeout. And then Ashby comes in after Hall, going 2 innings pitched, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. That dynamic duo there. The 2 lefties, they've been pretty much our whole bullpen and the only consistent pitchers in our bullpen so far. So good for them. They're doing amazing so far. And then Trevor McGill follows up after that, going 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. Not the best outing for McGill there, as he gave up the 1 earned run through his 1 inning, but his past 6 outings or so have been pretty good, so hopefully he returns back to that form and leaves this one behind. And then after that, Uribe comes in for 1 inning, also gives up an earned run and 1 hit. So McGill and Uribe kind of struggling early on here through May, but hopefully they can figure it out going down the stretch. Offensively, I talked about them before, but Andrew Vaughn, Jackson Chourio are finally back, and this series just came out to hit. Vaughn kind of breaks it open in the first inning, hitting that 3-run home run. Just an absolute barrel. And it's fun to have this pop back in the lineup. I mean, we were missing it for so long, and we were hoping that Vaughn and Chourio came back and provided that pop, and that's exactly what they're doing. So bringing Vaughn and Chourio back, and then sending down Blake Perkins and DFA and Greg Jones, who had absolutely no offense for this team, and it was pretty horrendous to watch, to be honest. So glad to have Vaughn and Chourio back there. Jake Bauers also had a really good game, went 2 for 3 with that RBI in the first. Also did have a walk. And then Sal Frelick also had 2 hits, went 2 for 5, 2 singles. So good for him. He got the leadoff hitter role this game, and he proved he could do that. So 2 for 5, not bad. Garrett Mitchell was scratched from the lineup due to an illness, which seems like it's going around the clubhouse a little bit. So hopefully not too serious over there. Just a great offensive performance early on. Finally, when we got people on, we scored them, and then our pitching was amazing. Hall and Ashby, like I said before, they went 3 innings pitched, 0 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. They've just been very consistent, very good for the Brewers bullpen here. And as we just got the news for Zerpa needing Tommy John and is done for the season now, we're going to need Hall and Ashby as those big lefties in the bullpen. So glad to see they're doing good. And what a weird trade, the Zerpa for Isaac Collins and Nick Mears. When that came out, it was kind of confusing. We didn't really know why that was a trade. It seemed like we overpaid a lot after Collins had a really good rookie season, and Nick Mears was pretty much as clutch as you can be for us. So this year, I would say that we lost that trade, unfortunately, but we do have Zerpa under control, and we'll see how Nick Mears and Isaac Collins finish for the Royals over there. Offensively, this game, 11 total hits, 5 RBIs, 6 runs, 3 walks, and only 5 strikeouts. So just great offensive, night and day from game 1 and game 2. And hopefully we can continue this stretch into the next series. Who is hot and who is not for this series? A lot of red in the offensive category here, pitching not so much, but Jackson Chourio leads it off, 1.7 OPS. He finally comes back from injury. 2 games into the season, his first 2 games, 9 at-bats, 6 hits, 3 singles, 3 doubles, 9 total bases, 1 RBI, 1 walk. I mean, he hit 667 with a 700 on base and slugged 1,000. So a good start to his season here as he starts off on fire. And I was a little worried after he got taken out in his rehab game after he fouled the pitch off his foot. But it seems like he didn't need any more rehab games. Came back strong and on fire. So glad to have that pop and that bat in the lineup. Jake Bauers had a great series, 2 games, 5 at-bats, did have 3 hits, 2 singles, 1 double, 1 RBI, and then 2 walks. I mean, 1.5 OPS, got on base, he hit the ball, hit it hard. Bryce Terang, 4 for 8 in his series, 3 singles, 1 home run late in the game in game 1 there, but 2 RBIs, 2 walks, another 1.4 OPS, just a great series for him. Andrew Vaughn comes back strong. Not so much in the first game, but the second game does get that big home run in the first, had 3 RBIs, Average isn't really there. On base is all right, but he's slugged with that home run, so 958 OPS. Not bad series for him. Sal Frelick did have a good series with 3 hits here, all 3 being singles. Did get walked once, 375 average with a 444 on base. Obviously doesn't slug that much besides that last series where he had 2 home runs, but 819 OPS for him. And then we've got the people who are cold right now. Contreras kind of cools off here after a great series. The last series goes 1 for 9 with just a single. No walks. He did get hit by a pitch though, but as you can see here, just nothing going on in this series. David Hamilton went 1 for 8 with a single. Also did not have a walk, just nothing going on. And the people who are kind of in the middle, Gary Sanchez did have 1 plate appearance, got walked, so 1,000 OPS, but I mean, just got that 1 walk, so that was pretty much it. And then for the other people in the white who didn't do good, didn't do bad, I kind of just chalked it up to not enough opportunities as they only got 4 or 5 at bats. Rengifo went 1 for 4 with a single, had that RBI. Joey Ortiz went 1 for 4 with a single. Tyler Black played the second game, went 0 for 4. Garrett Mitchell went 0 for 5. And Lockridge only got 1 at bat, went 0 for 1 there. Despite Garrett Mitchell going 0 for 5, he only struck out 1, so that's a good sign there. Pitching wise, the players that are hot, Brandon Sproat had the good start, going 4 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, only 1 hit. Just amazing performance in that game 2 to get us back on track there. Like I mentioned before, DL Hall and Aaron Ashby, just 2 great lefties in our bullpen who are staying consistent. No runs between the 2 of them, only get 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Great performance. A lot of blue, a lot of players that are cold for the pitchers. Chad Patrick didn't have the best start in game 1, only 3 1/3 inning, 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. So not the best for him. Drone in game 1, Woodford in game 1, both gave up an earned run late in the game. Not the best outings for them. And then Miguel and Uribe in game 2 gave up the 1 earned run in their winning pitch as well. So although only pitching 1 inning for these 4, they each gave up an earned run in those outings, which should be giving up 0. So a small sample size, but give up 1 earned run is not good in your 1 inning pitch that you had. And then Grant Anderson didn't give up any earned runs, but when Drone left those 2 on base, he did give up that hit that drove that 1 run in. So not the best performance for him, but not going to give him blue for that because he came in with bases on, but got to be a little more clutch there. So not good, not bad. But that will do it for the series versus the Cardinals. A little 1-1 tie there after a postpone in the game 2. Great game 2, not so much game 1. But Jackson Chourio is back, Andrew Vaughn is back, Yelich is looming, almost coming back. So we're almost healthy. Brendan Woodruff, thankfully not too serious of an injury, I think just got a minor procedure to get some fluid out of the shoulder, but he should be back. No rehab assignment. He should be back pretty soon there. But yeah, decent series. Just need to be more consistent pitching and keep that hitting going. An off day on Thursday, but we do come back for a homestand versus the Yankees. We got Jacob Mizorowski going against Max Fried game 1 on Friday. And then after the Yankees series, we do have the Padres at home as well. But that is it for this recap. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tune in for the next series versus the New York Yankees to see what is brewing.